Hi foodies, I just made some Greek style Branzino. I shared this recipe with you guys recently, but I used mahi mahi because I didn't have the sea bass. I got some sea bass, so I'm gonna share it with you. It is so good. Let's get started. So in the bowl, I have minced garlic. I'm adding olive oil. Then I'm gonna be adding some sea salt, also some dry oregano. If you have basil, you can add some dry basil too. Or if you have fresh oregano, you could use some fresh oregano here. Whisk that together and then add freshly squeezed lemon juice. This dish is about fresh flavors, okay? Whisk it all together, right? And then you can add some pepper, make sure you taste, make sure the salt and pepper is added according to your liking, all right? Now the marinade is for the fish, but we're gonna use a little on these too. We have some red onion and some grape or cherry tomatoes. You can use whichever you like. Make sure they're nice and ripe and sweet. So just drizzle some of that dressing. Just a little bit is fine, okay? And then just massage it into the tomatoes and the red onion slices. Now for the fish, we're using whole sea bass. These are Branzino Mediterranean sea bass. They're cleaned up nicely. I leave the head on. If you don't want the head on, fine, but I don't mind it. So I'm going to add that marinade, that dressing that we made. Just put a couple tablespoons in there. But aside from that, we will be adding some other ingredients, okay? So some salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. So make sure you sprinkle that in there. And after you sprinkle all of this stuff and you drizzle that dressing in there, make sure you massage it into the fish, into all those crevices. All right. So that's the black pepper right there. Just to rub that into the fish. And make sure you get the seasoning in the head. I'm the only one in the house that will eat the fish head. I have to make sure that I season it well. All right. So go ahead and add some minced fresh thyme. And I wanted extra thyme, so I added, a few sprigs there. And then you're going to put some of the onion slices. Then add some lemon slices. So once the inside of the fish is taken care of, then you want to do the outside, right? So same dressing or marinade, whatever you want to call it. You're going to drizzle that on this side and then add the same seasonings, the salt, the pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. Then flip over the fish and do the same thing. It's a very simple. I love the flavor, the natural taste of this fish. So I'm fine with just being, making it very simple, very easy. You don't need to empty the pantry, just simple flavors. All right. So that's good to go. Once you're done with that fish, then just do the same thing to the other one. And these are on parchment paper on top of a baking tray. I go ahead and I add the rest of the slices of onion and the tomatoes. Make sure you leave some of that dressing or marinade behind. You're going to need it. in the end when you're serving the fish, okay? So about 2 tablespoons, leave that behind and put this in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes at 400. And then take that out. Look at how gorgeous it is. The tomatoes are sweet and tart, and they are just tender, and you get all the juices in the tray. Make sure you serve the fish with all of those juices, guys. Now you can serve the fish just like this, or you can slice it. The first time I had this at a seafood restaurant, they sliced it open and then they removed that center bone. So you can do that. You can take out that bone. You could even use your kitchen tweezers to take out the smaller bones and remove the head if you want to. Then you just want to rearrange everything. And so we have the lemon slices, the onion. Then you need to add the tomatoes from the baking tray right onto the plate, all right? Just take out that bone. And as I said, you could take off the head too, but I'm not going to remove the head, okay? So just go ahead now and spoon the tomatoes and the onions all around it or on top of it. Make sure you rearrange everything, and all those juices on the baking tray. You want to sprinkle that all over the fish along with the leftover marinade, and you can garnish with some minced fresh parsley like I did. Please let me know if you're going to make this for the family. I'm sure they would love it. Or treat yourself, just make it for yourself. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.